Hey, I'm so excited to talk to you today about a new project that has come together for me in the last maybe year, not even a year, the Voices Project. Hi, if you haven't met me before, I'm Donna Penna, and I am the Executive Director of Worldwide Academy Training Services and the CEO of Sound Media Productions. This is the sound. Welcome to those of you who have never been part of this exciting project before. You know, about a year ago, I guess it would be, I had a desire to bring my skills of dance back into my life. I started doing teaching ballroom dance, and I started to have this vision form in my mind of a class that would use movement and music and sound to bring restoration to people, to bring joy back into their lives. You know, dancing, movement brings this release and relief of stress and tension in our bodies. So I started to have this thought, everybody gets into dance, well, whether their parents put them in it or whether they were a kid and they danced in front of their mirror and sang, and that was me. And they know they love it because there's just this feeling of joy and, like I said, release and relief, besides being a good workout. So I started to think about the reasons, why, because I do a lot of searching myself, trying to become better as I age, you know? And I wanted to know, why is it that I wanted to dance? Why is it that I loved being on the stage? It was actually a thing that helped me come out of my shell. I was so shy and sensitive when I was younger. And I got to thinking, some people, as you are on stage, or you're performing as an actor, actress, as a singer, dancer, if you can be somebody else other than yourself. And this is actually a very good thing for those who are healing from trauma and are kind of stuck in this small little world of trauma and not seeing anything beyond what they think they can become or do. But I was looking at it, why is there something on that I was hiding, or why did, and so it was a whole combination of things, right? So going back, I started to think about, it's just so much fun. Let's just talk therapy is wonderful, but movement and singing and the arts, all of the arts, is another way to express yourself other than the talk therapy. And some people don't do very well with talk therapy. So I began to think about, how can I bring dance and movement, music to others to be able to help them on their journey, or even just to make their life a little bit more fun? And then I had a dream. I had a dream of myself. It was on what looked like to be farmland. And there were two lines of women facing each other. And I was in the center of these two lines. There was this freestanding gate next to me. No fence, nothing, just a gate. And as I began to move, these women, I could tell they were being freed. They were just experiencing freedom. And I woke up, and there are dreams that you have that you remember and you never forget. And of course, I journal, I wrote it all down, and I knew that this was confirmation of what I needed to do. So I began to study more about, I never even knew the word somatics. I didn't know what that meant. All I knew was that movement, dance, music, singing is healing. to our emotions, for our good for our bodies and our brains, right? And so I just decided I started to put together a class. I offered a class. I had five or six women show up at the community center. And it is quite amazing because I go into these classes and the only expectation I have is that people would leave my class with some tools that they can take back home with them and continue to use them and continue to heal and to enjoy movement. So moving forward, I was introduced to Dr. Heather Evans from Evans Counseling Services, which you can find my interview with her on this channel. I was introduced to her by a friend and said that Heather was starting this, offering these other programs at her place. And would I be interested in speaking with her? Well, of course, when Heather and I got together, we just, we had so many similar visions and I knew that I was supposed to be there doing this. So we did some classes there. I'm still offering them there. My expressions of the soul for women. I have a theater speak class, which I offer. And I also did and still offer expressions for youth class. So I'm not only offering them there, I'm offering them out there in the world. Okay. So this vision began to grow. And I love to put together productions, presentations. And so the vision began to grow. What if we had a class where people would come, they would take the expressions of the soul class. It would be a combination of that and the theater speak. And then it would all culminate in a production or a presentation, a place to give people a voice where they had been silenced for so long, people who have been traumatized in some way in their lives, where they felt that either they didn't have a voice, their voice was silenced, they couldn't speak out, they couldn't express. And what if we did this and it would reach other people? It's not just about the production, it's about extending to the audience, saying, you have a voice. And we're expressing it through the arts. But perhaps you could get your voice back. And so right now, we are in the planning stages. I've been meeting with all of a sudden the connections are being made. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have been, I believe, given this project to do, the Voices Project. I'm meeting with clients. I'm meeting with clients who have or going through recovery, restoration, are actually moving into areas where they're helping other people. And they have one thing missing. They have this desire to move, to dance, to sing, to present their artwork, to express themselves in this way. And so the excitement is building, and we're planning on beginning in May. So I put it out there. If there's anybody that, please spread the word, spread the word. I'm going to put the information below where you can contact me. We're also having a tea party fundraiser, which is coming up. I'll put that information below. We'll be doing other fundraisers as well, and I'll talk about those more as we get closer to those, one thing at a time, right? Anyway, I'm excited. Please spread the word. This is not a once and done project. I see this continuing on after the first production or presentation, however it turns out. I see it continuing on for the next cohort, the next group of people to be involved with. So anyway, you can go to our website, worldwideacademytrainingservices.org, all spread out, worldwideacademytrainingservices.org, and you'll see a tab there for the Voices Project. We will have merchandise that you can purchase if you're not able to come to our Tea Party fundraiser, or you're not local, or you just want to support these people in this way. this project lots of ways. We have a good Give Butter platform that you can give on, and you can also give on Worldwide Academy Training and Services as well. So stay tuned for updates. I'm available for any interviews. Heather and I will be doing some interviews to discuss the project more. We also are going to be connecting more with other organizations. When we have the production, there will be the opportunity for organizations to have a table to display what they do and have counselors on hand for people who might want to talk to a counselor that evening. So this is growing and growing from what my small little vision was, but I do believe that we are going to touch many people, and I'm so excited. I hope that you can join us. If you'd like to join us in any way that you think you can help, reach out. I'll have contact information posted below. And if you haven't had a chance yet, please hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share, comment. We need to get our videos up in the algorithms on YouTube so that we can reach more people. Two channels, The Sound, which is this one, and Worldwide Academy Training Services also has a channel. On there, we talk about more of our classes that we teach and our trainings that we have. So please go back and watch some of those interviews. I've done some interviews with people that are truly amazing people making a sound in the earth. So today I thought I'd talk about the sound that I'm making right now. One of the projects that I'm involved with and that I've created. So thank you if you made it this far in the video watching. And I hope that you will, like I said, subscribe, share this with other people, spread the word about what we are doing, and have them contact me. So, ciao.